and between the doll's legs. Ooh. Hi everyone, Natasha Bersik here, and in this video I will be reviewing an unusual vintage doll named Susie Sad Eyes. The doll was released in the 60s in the US and was quite popular and produced by several different companies, similar to a Little Miss No-Name doll that was released about the same time in 1965. She was meant to gain sympathy from a child because she looked so sad, strange with under-eye circles, and by the way, this doll and the Little Miss No-Name doll are rightly called sisters in sadness. Another thing both dolls have in common is that their creation was influenced by the art painted by Margaret Keane, who depicted children with big, sad eyes. The Susie doll was sold in different looks, with different hair colors, skin colors, including an interesting African-American doll under a different name, Soul Sister. And as you can tell, quite some time has passed since the doll came out, but in 2012 she was brought back to light and became popular with a lot of collectors. The thing is, in 2012, a picture book called Susie Says came out, and it featured more than 60 pictures of the doll. Another fact is that the author of the pictures, Gina Gorin, is the same girl that made Blythe dolls popular again when she released the book called This Is Blythe in 2000. Some kind of doll mom that lovingly reminds about them and gives them a second chance in life. Now, this doll is considered to be rare, of course, but you can still find her on eBay, and I found this one in a package, especially valuable for me. I paid $150 for her without shipping, and the packaging is small and basic. Too bad it doesn't have Susie's picture because she looks really cute on the package with the picture when the actual dolls are pretty weird and peculiar. The doll package is a cardboard box with designs and a clear plastic front. Let's remove it. The box is ripped on one side at the bottom, and it's only the one flaw. Besides that, the doll and the package are in a great condition. The doll has a unique old smell, of course, but it's different than the smell of the 90s Barbie, even more intense, similar to the Little Miss No-Name doll. On top of the box, there is a stamp toy and an adorable price of 97 cents. Then it states that it is fully jointed vinyl doll with rooted hair, and there's an item number, and that's made exclusively for the Rosenberg company. It sounds extremely funny that she is fully jointed, considering that the doll has no elbows or knee joints. But back then, the fact that the arms and legs moved at all was enough reason to say it was fully jointed. Behind the doll's feet, it says she was made in Hong Kong. The doll is being held in place just by means of a string at the bottom. Basically nothing. Her head is covered in plastic, so let's remove it. The doll feels very light in your hands and almost weightless, and right away you can see how bad her hair rooting is. The bald spot is peeking through the top part of her hair, and despite the doll always being poor quality with thin hair and cheap plastic body, it doesn't make her less valuable for the collectors. She is loved for her unusual face and unique style. By the way, most of the time collectors leave the doll as originally styled, but one-of-a-kind dolls and custom-made dolls still exist, and I found a couple online. I got Susie, who is wearing her orphan dress with dark blonde hair. That is how this style of dress is called. Many Susie dolls have similar dresses. The dark-haired doll considered to be the primary, blondes and the redheads are rare, and Afro-American Soul Sister is the most rare. But I like the dark blonde one because she has similar hair color to me, and overall she reminded me when I was little. Although I wasn't that sad, maybe only when I had the flu and I had the same green under-eye circles. Yes, you did hear right, these dolls have green under-eye circles. Some of the batches have especially bright ones. Not sure whose idea it was to produce a big-eyed doll who is also sickly looking, but not only it worked for kids, it now works for the collectors. To be honest, I was confused by her face at first. These giant eyes kinda look like a Lori lemur, but it grew on me over time, and I wanted this big-eyed creature for my collection. And if a Little Miss No-Name I want to cuddle and feel sorry for, this doll needs some rest. I'm afraid even the concealer wouldn't help with the circles. By the way, her nose is slightly green as well, so is her chin. The eyes are brown, the upper lid is molded, the brown brows are arched, and the lips are coral. Despite her being sad and sick, her lips are nice and bright. Her head is made out of soft rubber, it's very soft to the touch, and the face looks funny when you squeeze it. By the way, check out her very deep-set eyes. Not as deep as Little Miss No Name, but still. Here are the ears, not pierced, and there's a small defect on the right one. The hair is shiny and feels different. Reminds me of real hair. There is a side part, straight bangs, and I found this extra plastic piece on her head. It looks really weird. Let's move on to her clothes. The so-called orphan dress. I like this style with a rounded collar, and it is made out of this thick cotton fabric. Compared to the rooting, I'm happy about the quality of this dress. It's neatly sewn, no strings sticking out anywhere, and the dress has intricate design. The dress imitates a dress worn over a shirt. The sleeves have elastic bands. The back of the dress has snaps, but the snaps are metal and don't really look that good. Looks like they rusted out over time. Not good news, because now I can't unsnap them and take off the dress. I don't want to ruin the vintage doll, that's why I'm going to show the doll's body on pictures, and we'll also peek under the dress as far as we can. So the doll is wearing black tights under the dress. They are soft to the touch, but have no stitching on the top and are kind of fringing. The shoes are the rubber flats that keep falling off her feet. They have little molded bows on the front, and the flats look like they have tiny wedges on the heels, and the soles say made in Hong Kong. The doll's height is about 7.5 inches compared to her big-eyed friends Blight and Little Miss No Name. She's small. She's even shorter than the Lika doll, but they look so cute together like two girlfriends. By the way, Lika's stand fits Susie, and also the stand from AliExpress. She stands stable and even on them, and I think I'll use this stand to put her on the shelf. So let's take her tights off now and check out her body. First, we notice pieces of tights on her legs. The legs are made out of the same cheaply material like Chinese fake Barbie dolls. It's thin plastic that's easily squashable, especially the stomach area. That's how this butt looks. And the body is basic and cheap looking. And between her legs... Ew! I think I got an old doll with a bug. It's dead, of course, but still... I've heard the story about finding spiders and stuff, and I got a bug or some kind of maggot. Thanks a lot. I guess we will remove the resident off the doll that is literally stuck in here. That's it. Made in Hong Kong is written a couple of times on her bag, and that's how the body looks from the front. Honestly, I'm a little scared to lift the dress up and peep the rest of the doll's different body parts after that unique discovery. That I already lost. It probably fell down and nobody had a chance to look at it. Wanted to brag about the bug I found on an old doll. I heard about such cases a lot, but this is my first time. Doll's arms compared to her body is made out of rubber, and here are her hands. Funny looking kids' hands. They have molds of fingers and nails. The left hand is a little bit dirty. The doll can lift and lower the arms, but can't raise to the sides. Legs are the same. The legs can move around the axle, but don't raise to the sides. Our Susie introduction is coming to an end. This is a very weird doll that is still popular despite that. Lots of people collect mono collections, and of course, many get Little Miss No Name and this doll. They will be Satanist friends on my shelf. Give thumbs up if it was interesting. Write a comment what you think about the doll, and if you give me a piece of advice about other unique, weird vintage dolls that you want me to review, share your buggy stories on how you found them unpacking old dolls. Personally, I found it funny because I'm not squeamish, and it was amusing to have a bug and a doll as a package deal. Funny memories. Having amazing mood. Smile more often, not like Susie. Let your eyes be happy, and of course, get enough sleep not to have under eye circles. Bye bye, everybody.